Why, hello everybody. This is Miss Janice. How are you doing today? I probably should turn the fan off. It is Friday night, 9:13, and I had to get this video out because tomorrow is August the 1st, and our class code has changed. So I'm going to put it here so that you can see what I'm doing, where I'm at. I'm going to do, or I started a class called what is the name of the class? GradeLevel Math Challenge. And so from early math to kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, hold on, all the way up to the 8th grade, because you all know that I teach ages from 4 to 12, and I want to make sure that you get in on it because we're getting more and more students, and by us getting more and more students, you all are going to have to contact me. So let me give you my phone number. It's 503 235 7875. So that's if you want to get online, if you want to have your one-on-one time with me, because it's August, and I want to make sure that everybody goes over the math challenge for your age that you're going into. Okay, so now let me show you what early math consists of. What I did is, it's right here, but early math is before you go to kindergarten. That's what it is. Early math is before you go to kindergarten, and it's counting. So we went over, counting from 1 to 100. We counted grapes and cherries, and then we did the walking around the block. So we're building on the Khan Academy Kids format, or platform that's on your phone. Your little one has to have a phone or a tablet or their own computer, and then you sign in. You go to khanacademy.org. Let's see, khanacademy.org/, that's this one right here, the one that's going right here. And then you push join, and then you put in the code if you're in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. If you're in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, you want to put in capital C59, capital TM, capital Z75. So all the letters are capital, and then the numbers are just there. Okay, so that's C59TMZ75. Okay, so we got that. And then what we've been doing is we've been going over the math. We've been going over what it looks like. We've been going over, it's basically a syllabus, what you have to know, what you're going to work on. And this is just math. We're not talking about the reading part of Khan Academy. We're not talking about the writing part of Khan Academy. We're not talking about doing book reports. We're not talking about the structure of reading, understanding or comprehending what you just read, the questions you ask, none of that. All we're doing right now is getting you through math so that you can already have something under your belt when you go to school. And if you're not going back to the physical school, you can come back here and ask Ms. Janice for some help in every area. We've set it up to whereas I've given you my phone number. We've walked through a lot of or different activities. We've been in the math camp. We've sent you to Khan Academy to math camp. And if you've been following me on YouTube, Miss Janice, that's mzJanis, and then you hit that subscribe button, I make sure that I upload often. You'll see. You go to my YouTube channel, find me, you will see. And the links that I'm sending you are YouTube, so you want to subscribe. You want to hit the notification button. You want to make sure that you are linked in with Ms. Janice, because Pastor Crystal is suggesting that I tutor the school that she goes to, Beaumont. There's a group that she has. Then there's Hacienda that needs tutoring. And I'm saying yes, but I'm not leaving anybody out. I'm making sure that you too know that Ms. Janice is here for you, okay? So you have my phone number, you're getting my links, and I'm letting you know where I am. So there's different types of math. There's 7th grade foundations, math, 8th grade foundations. It's all the way up here too. So it stops here. 3rd grade foundation, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Then it have 3rd grade Eureka math. So it's different math challenges that you can go through. But when you hit the class, the code, the KhanAcademy.org, not Khan Academy Kids, because I sent you a link for that too. But if you don't or have not figured out how to reach me or how to get in touch with me, you always can text me at my phone number, okay? All right. So you see right here, we have early math, and then there's counting, addition, and subtraction. That's the introduction to that. Place value, tens and hundreds. See, we went over that. If it's one number, those are the ones. Two numbers, those are the tens. Three numbers, those are hundreds. Four numbers, those are thousands. And then you have a comma that reads thousands. So, and then you see right here, even early math starts you over geometry. And I have been saying that because once you learn your triangle, square, rectangle, like that, you're already doing geometry. Once you go to school or start in kindergarten, they start with algebra. I call it sentence math because you read from the left to the right, and algebra you read from the left to the right. But when you go to school now, instead of them going, the 5 is up the top and the 4 is down the bottom with the plus sign to the left equals 9, they go 5 plus 4, and they go from left to right. So they're already starting you at algebra. So you're in pre-K doing geometry because you're learning your symbols and your shapes is what they call it. And then counting and number placement. So they're continually adding on. First grade place value. And they're just giving it different names. Remember I said sentence math? Well, it's called algebra. But anyway, because you read from the left to the right, that's why I call it sentence math. Second grade, you have place and add and subtract within 20, place value, add and subtract within 100, add and subtract within 1,000. They have money and time, measurement, data, geometry. The third grade, introduction to multiplication. Now, when we got to the counting up here in I call it pre-K, but early math, we got up to counting. We're counting up to 100. Remember, this is preschool. You count up to 100. So, and I also taught you how to multiply because you were asked to get a composition book from the dollar store. You probably already have some. And then in the back of the book is your multiplication chart. We call it a multiplication table. And you count by ones, twos, threes, fours, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Remember, I said you want to learn how to count up to 100, but you need to learn how to count up to 144 because when you count by 12, you go 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, like that. Okay? So you go all the way down, and the last number is 144. So you want to make sure that you're staying in contact, you're staying up, because it's not just for the first graders, the seventh graders, the eighth graders, the third graders. Everybody is doing it. Everybody. If you're in the 12th grade and you follow mzJanis, you also know that how she's teaching you how to get your children ready for those classes. Because you see right here, where did it go? Right here, early math, addition and subtraction within 1,000. So this is a combination of kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade. And you see right here, they're really keeping your child's mind involved with the learning, the world of learning. Okay, so that's where your child's mind is. It says more with multiplication and division. Now remember, it says more with multiplication and division, right? This is third grade. So that means that this grade and this grade teaches you about multiplying. It introduces you to multiplication, okay? And what they do is, if you see right here, it said equivalent fractions and comparing fractions. So you're in the third grade doing what you normally do in the sixth grade. The only difference is that the numbers are bigger. You'll notice that when you were up here in the first grade, place value, addition and subtraction, measurement, data, and geometry, those are graphs, okay? So here it is right here in the kindergarten, measurement and geometry. So it just gets a little bit more intense. It's what you've already learned, and now they're adding on to it. That's why I continually say that I'm taking all of the courses. I'm not leaving anybody out. If I find out that in the third grade you're going to learn how to multiply and whatnot, I teach you things in the first and the second grade, and in the kindergarten, and in kindergarten, like how to use your clock with the hands on it, because it goes up to 60, and then you count by fives. Remember, you go by twos, you go by threes, you count by fours, you count by fives, you count by six. And the reason you want to do that on a regular basis, it doesn't take 10, 15 minutes. You just do like one a day. Just like taking medicine. You take one a day. I don't know if you take medicine, I'm just saying. But you do one a day. You go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. And then you can just stop. See, that didn't take a minute. And then if you get faster, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and 21, like that. And then that doesn't take a minute. So if you're going by 12, it might take 12 minutes if you count like I'm showing you. And you don't have to remember it yet. All you have to do is do it. You have to go look at it. Go, okay, let me time myself. Okay, 9:29. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 4, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 6, 6, 12, 18, 24, and you just keep going every day. And then if you do this like 4 times a day or 12 times a day, you'll notice that it gets in there some kind of way. It gets in your brain. But you have to practice watching your numbers, looking at your numbers, and know that you need this. Look, you're only in the first grade. You're adding and subtracting. You're counting up to 100. But you don't always want to count to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After you learn how to count up to 100, now you can see how fast you can count down. Okay, let's count by 50, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, like that. You just start grabbing it. Let me count to 1,000. Let me count to 1,000 by 100, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. So you grabbing it, and you're grabbing what you need to know, and making it just gets easy. Because once you learn it, or once you practice saying it, like I think everybody knows fives and tens. Because you're just playing a game now. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 90, 100. You already counted 100. So, okay, so what we're doing is we're training you and helping you to learn how to do math according to your grade. Okay? So that code again, turn it off the page, is, remember, the letters are all capital, is C59TMZ75. C59TMZ75. It's just like when you're teaching your little one how to spell a whole name. You just say the whole name. NAHAILAMYKEYIAOSBORNE. And then you just, every time you say it, it gets a little more beady. NAHAILAMYKEYIAOSBORNE. So that it gets a little beat. Because the more you say it, depends on what the letters of the name is. And you teach your child the whole name. Not Pookie, not Moo Moo, not DD. No. The whole name, so that when they go to school, they know how to spell their whole name. 2 and 3 years old. I'm not spelling my whole name. Okay, look at the 4th grade. Okay, so now we got multiplication by 2-digit numbers, but you already know how to do that. Once you start counting up to 144, you count by 2s, you count by 3s, you count by 4s, you count by 5s, you count by 6. But when it says 2-digit numbers, that's 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Because 2 digits are 2 numbers, remember? Okay. Factors, multiples, and patterns. This is the 4th grade. Equivalent fractions and comparing fractions, adding and subtracting fractions, multiplying fractions. So that means that algebra, all of this says algebra, understanding decimals. That's money. Everybody likes when it gets to the money part. I even like the money part. Okay? It says plane figures. It says measuring angles. That's geometry. Area and parameters. Now, listen to this. If you know this real good, you're in the 4th grade, you can build bird houses. You can build tool chests. You can literally, if you know measurements and angles by the time you're in the 4th grade, now you learn it before that, because if you go back, you see measurement, that's the 3rd grade, represent and interpret data. So now you're writing down measurements, you're writing down parameters. No, I can't go longer than 12 inches because that's the rule that I have. No, okay, I'm not going to use a 36-inch yardstick because I don't want it that big. I mean, your little mind, you're going to see like, wow, I know how to do stuff. I know how to curve it up and make the angle if I really wanted to build myself a wooden car. Okay, I need the wheels this big because if I make it this big, it won't fit in the car, right? So you're learning how to do measurements, parameters, areas. Okay, and it depends on what you want to do. And if you're good at doing what mzJanis is asking, then you're gonna find out that you are ahead of everything. If you learn how to just read out loud, look at your teacher's mouth when they're talking, just do things that allow you to listen. Because if you listen, you learn. That's the rule. If you listen, you will learn. It could be anything. Whatever you want to learn, just listen. You want to learn how to fly an airplane? You want to learn how, just listen. Listen to the instructions. Okay? And if you have a phone already, make use of that phone. One day ask your teacher, can I take the class? They won't make you put your phone in a box. They know that you're taking the class. Okay? So let's see what the 5th grade has to offer. Okay, decimals and place value. Adding decimals, subtracting decimals. See, now when did you learn how to add and subtract? See? Kindergarten. So the same stuff that you learn in kindergarten and in pre-K is right down here in 5th grade. It's just adding on. Once you learn how to count, you're ready to multiply. You just know how to count by 2s, count by 3s. And what I usually do, okay, for example, you know how to count the 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So what I do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Let's do 11, 12. Okay? And then is 2. No, you count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, but you still do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Because see that number 10? So you have 2 10s now. 20, 22, 24, 20, like that. Okay, and then you go by 3s. 3, 6, 9. You still, because that 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. And you just start putting stuff together. You're doing other stuff, and then that's what happens when you learn how to tell time. You already know how to count by 1s. You already know how to count by 2s. You already know how to. You already know how to do 12, 15. 30, 45, like that. Okay, you know, I already know how to do fractions. Because once you start learning how to do fractions, you learn how to do time. I couldn't think of the word fractions. Okay, so let's keep going. Now you're plotting. See, this is right here, line plots. That's measurement. They just gave it another name. Okay, measuring angles. See, they give it another name. Let's see what they call it in this one. Just plain old measurement. Okay, measurement. What grade is that? Second grade. Measurement, first grade. Now we're all the way down like the fifth and sixth grade. Still adding on, adding on, adding on. That's why it's very important to find mzJanis. Find her. Just, Mom, please. I don't know how to do this. Where's mzJanis? Dad, I need help. Can you help me find mzJanis? Like the other day, I was like, "Where is my G baby when I need her?" She was like in the first grade. I think she was in the first grade. Oh my goodness, she was like, "Oh, that's a try something. That's a," and we were doing a Sunday school class, and she was telling me what stuff was. It's like a 3D look at the. I mean, like first grade, and now you see. Now right here, talking about the sixth grade. Let's go back to the fifth. Decimals and place value, dividing decimals, power of 10, volume, coordinate plan, algebraic thinking, converting units of measure, line plots. Now that sounds nice and hard, correct? What they do is they take the same rule and give it a different name. And I told you how that works. When we go from left to right in school, it's called algebra. When you're being taught by mzJanis, it's called sentence math. And you usually get that when you're in the first grade. Counting and place number, adding and subtracting. So that's kindergarten. You get that when you're in kindergarten. Because first grade, you already know how to count. I mean, pre-K, you already know how to count to 10, count to 20, count to 30, count to 40, count to 50, count to 60. So you already know how to do that. I told you the question for us last month was, how do I, not me, not mzJanis, not the little one did not say, how do you count, even though I was telling her. But the question is, because so far nobody has answered it, and the way you answer it, you show me a video. Okay? Like I'm showing you a video right now. Okay, so I believe we got to the sixth grade. So it's decimal place value. And some parents are like, no, I can't do this. This is hard. Yes, you can do it. It's not hard. You just have to do like we're doing right now. Start from pre-K, learning how to count. Let's see how many socks you have in your drawer. Let's see how many windows we have in the house. Let's see how many steps it takes for us to go from here, which is the front door, to the corner. And it's the long corner, not like I live maybe 10 steps away from the corner in real life. So you take the long way home. Okay, let's see how many letters are in the alphabet. Let's see how letters are in the alphabet. Yeah, I said it right. Let's see how many what is those things called? Strings that are in the mop. Okay, let's mop first. Let me mop first. And then, 15-minute promises is what you're giving your children. And within those 15 minutes that you've promised them, you can, oh my goodness, your children will be brainiacs. Okay, we did the fourth grade, we did the fifth grade, we did the sixth grade, we had ratios, rates, and percentages. And when we talk about percents, if you go to church, everybody gets it right. I'm serious, that's where I start. Who pays tithes? That's 10%. I love math, you guys. Okay, so in the sixth grade, you're talking about negative numbers. And remember, once you start talking about negative numbers, that means above there, right, we're talking about greater than and less than. So what grade did you learn greater than and less than in? And that is in the first grade, kindergarten, really. because that's when you start learning about a number chart in kindergarten. I'm just saying. And then once you learn about a number chart, you come all the way down here to the 6th grade. It's not like they said, okay, we don't need no more number charts in our life anymore. Number charts are out. There's no greater than, less than, because then you get more to it. It's greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. And then you learn the algebra. When you hear words like greater than, less than, that is definitely algebra. It doesn't matter what grade you're in. It start out on an arrow going this way. This is the end of the arrow. I can say it better this way, right? And there's a little point right there. Okay, so if the point is right there, that means it's pointing towards the bigger numbers. So that right there, when it points to the right, it means, I told you how to remember. If it's not meaning less than, meaning left, then it means greater than. I mean, there's simple ways that you can get, okay? Now, I forgot one word in this volume, the powers of 10. I did algebra thinking, converting units of measure. And remember how now it's like you get a liter of Coca-Cola. So you need to go from Fahrenheit to Celsius. You go like that. So they're teaching you that in the 5th grade. Okay? Properties of shapes. When did you first learn the shapes? Well, pre-K. That's a star. That's a square. No, oh no. What's the other one? What's the other one? What's the other? Rectangle. That's a rectangle. A rectangle is basically 2 squares put together like that. It's just amazing. Anyway, I'm telling you, your brain just is so there that we're at that 6th grade. Now, you know that it goes to 14, which is junior college or community college. Okay, we're at 7th grade, negative numbers, addition and subtraction. Anytime you learn about numbers, I already told you, you're at the kindergarten, 1st grade, pre-K, kindergarten. And then as you're getting older, or as your classes are growing, or you're graduating and going up to the next level, you're learning the same stuff, but they're just giving you more information regarding those numbers that you learned when you were in pre-K. Or when you was at home counting on your fingers. How many fingers do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whenever you first started counting your fingers, counting your toes, counting how many arms you have how many nostrils you have on your nose, or part of your nose, how many lips do you have, how many ears. When they ask you all those things, they're teaching you how to find your different body parts. How many shoulders do you have? How many elbows do you have? How many wrists do you have? I see they're teaching you body parts. But you're thinking how many, meaning comparing numbers to what it is. And that's what I'm saying. You got this. You got it. You got it. But if you want help with mzJanis, you can call her, not call her. If you call, I'll answer the phone, but you still won't have the text. So might as well text. So I can write it on my board. Okay? All right. Okay, so this is 3rd grade, talking about modules, foundations, and this is this is another type of math. See, grade 4, I skipped something. Grade 5, grade 6, grade 7, grade 8, we're going too far. Then they're talking about modules, place value, rounding, and algorithms. See, look, 4th grade. I'm doing all of it, so I'm just telling you where I am, so that when you do find me and you say, what algorithm? You already know because you're looking at this. I'm giving you where I am. I am in the classroom at khanacademy.org, C59TMZ75. mzJanis75. Okay, and I want you there. I want you there. That's the code. Okay, so we're going back. And so we're going down again. And they're talking about illustrative math. Hold on. And they have it for every, and this is like math. You like, there's somebody besides me that likes numbers. There's somebody besides me that likes symbols. There's somebody besides me that is not going, oh, I don't like algebra. Whereas if you're playing a game, you're already doing algebra. The person that did the game, that created that game that you so love, is math. Okay? Because remember, I tell you about ratios, proportional relationships. Eureka is like, that's what Eureka is. When you get that idea, that light bulb goes off in your head, you're comprehending. But I mean, it's so easy. It's because you're learning that all you're doing, and you see how they started off with the third grade proportions, properties of multiplication and divisions. So it's just like it's getting more in depth of what you're doing. You heard about coding, correct? Okay. Be good at math. You'll be good at doing anything. You'll be good at reading. Because you know they have math problems, word problem, math word problems. See, you have to be good at reading in order to do a word problem. Okay. And then I'm teaching too that when you get to here, the C59TMZ75, when you get here, you start at early math. Let me do this. And you don't have to do what I'm doing or go, but if you find yourself, you're in the 8th grade, 7th grade, 6th grade, whatever grade you're in that grade, and all of a sudden you go, oh man, how do I? It's okay. You go back to Khan Academy lab, we'll call it a lab, and then you say, well, I know I don't have to go back to the kindergarten. I know I don't have to go back to 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, but I'm in the 8th grade. So let's see. They just start talking about decimals, place value, adding decimals, subtracting decimals, and I'm in the 8th grade and I just forgot the rule of adding decimals. Let's see, where did it start? So I can go decimals. The first time I see the word decimal. Oh, there it is right there. Like that. That's as simple as that. Then you click on it, and then that's where you go. You just do that. See, decimal place value, adding decimals, subtracting decimals, and decimals is. Let me give you another thing. Remember I told you once you start talking about decimals is money. A decimal is the dot when you write the dollar sign. A decimal is the dot before 25. That means 25 cents. A decimal is, when I said 25 cents, is 1/4, which is a fraction. 1/4 equals money because that's 25 pennies. We go heads or tails. See, it's a quarter. Oh my goodness. So it just makes it so that you get it. You get it. You didn't write down anything. So far, we haven't even picked up a pencil. You didn't write down anything. Miss Janice, can you teach me about decimals? Miss Janice, I'm doing decimals and we're supposed to be averaging. How do I average these decimals? How do I average these numbers? How do I, like, it's just amazing when it comes to numbers. Okay? So there's a world out there that is waiting for you and whoever you want to teach what I'm teaching you. Okay? And again, if you have a phone, teach me how to do teach me how to do decimals, teach me how to do fractions, and I teach them how to add fractions. There's apps out there. But the beautiful part about Khan Academy, they give you examples, they give you hints, they give you videos that are like 1 minute, 2 seconds, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, like that. Not 20 hours. It's like it's specific to where you are. And let me see, like go all the way down. Let me make sure it went all the way down. Okay, see linear equations and linear systems. So which one is this? 8th grade illustrative mathematics. So that means that you're going to have to write problems. Skip count by 5, skip count by 10s, skip count by 100s, topics, foundation, and then you get back to here. Okay, everybody, I showed you where we are. I told you the classroom. I cut the classroom code. It's up to you to find me. It's like a scavenger hunt. Yes, I know. But in October, this is where we're going to be. We're going to be in the classroom doing hold on, grade level math. Grade level. So when I did my grade level, the challenge for this, early math, hold on, before I let you go, this is where we are right now, counting up to 1,000. So by the time you get to kindergarten on Khan Academy, you're in the app on your phone, and it's from the age of 2 to 7. I teach 4 to 12, but Khan Academy starts you off at the age of 2 to 18 and higher, because remember, it starts you off at pre-K to grade 14. Okay, so you can see I already started. And here's the course challenge right here. So if you're in, you want to do early math, then you come here. You find, and you explore. As soon as you have your account, you pick the courses, you see what courses you can take. You click on Khan Academy if you want to just explore. Now, you see what I just said? This one gives you 12,000. Remember that comma means 1,000 points. Because I'm skipping all over the place, so what I did is, or what I found out is, if you take the course challenge, and remember, it's grade level math challenge. That's where we are right now. We're just concentrating on math. It's going to teach you how to read, teach you how to write, teach you how to comprehend, understand what you're doing, why you're doing it. Like sometimes what does this have to do with life? You saw it all the way up to the 8th grade. I'm only teaching up to the 8th grade. All the way up to the 8th grade. It's like, oh my goodness. Woo! And this is just math. But there's somebody out there that's going to love it just like mzJanis. They're going to love math. And this is the perfect place to do it, because you get different types of math in your challenge. Okay, so this is the course challenge. At the school bake sale, Grandma bought chocolate chip cookies, cupcakes, and donuts. Now, you see what I just put in. Grandma bought 4 chocolate chip cookies, 2 cupcakes, and 1 donut. How many treats did Grandma buy? So right there, you have to think, what do I have to do? Do I have to add? Do I have to subtract? Do I have to divide? Etc. Right? You got that part. So you're going to put this in, and then you're going to use your keyboard, your finger on your tablet, your keyboard on your computer, your mouse to find how to put the information in. If you click on it, And let's say, for example, I'm not telling you the answer. Let's say, for example, we do the wrong answer or we do the right answer. Okay? So if this is wrong, it's not good. See that the thing right here, the check is right there. Okay, there you go. Okay, so we put 7. So if grandma bought 4 chocolate chip cookies, 2 cupcakes, 1 donut. Now, this is the part I want you to understand. You ready? You're in pre-K, kindergarten, whatever. And there's your mom or your dad. All y'all have to do is just listen to what they're saying. If you don't get it and you get it wrong, you just, oh, 7. But if you want to write it down, you're going to click here. So you have the opportunity to use your finger. Now that's how we add, right? We put a little right here, and then we get 7. It's 4 and 2 equals 6, and 1 more. But if you don't, if you just want to do sight math, you just add it up. Sight math is you do it in your head. You just add it up. 7, 7, 7, 7. And then you check. I heard it. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's not it. Out of all of that I just said, that's not what I wanted to show you. This is the part I want to show you. The step, see a step-by-step solution. If you ever get it wrong, it'll say something like, try again. Do you want a hint? And on that mark, we're going to start sending these out. It's 9:55, and I got to send them out before tomorrow. So hopefully you'll get yours, and then you'll start. Okay? And once you get in the class, go to work. If you need me to figure out anything, all you do is 503-235-7875, and you text me. Can you send me a video how to get this class? Or even if you don't, Miss Janice, I would like to be in your class. Can you put me in your class? Don't let this opportunity pass you by, okay? All right. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. It says arrange the cards to make a true comparison. Oops, wrong one. See, because when you have your tablet, you can do it better. See, it's not letting me do it right now. It must be really time to go. Okay, so remember I taught you that sign right there reads greater than. So what it says is 79 is greater than. Okay, it says 79, that's 79, that symbol reads greater than 708. What did it ask us to do? It says arrange the cards to make a true comparison. 79 is not greater than 708. So as you're arranging the cards, But the thing is, this is a course challenge, remember? So, oh man, I meant to try to get one wrong before I left. But anyway, wait, let's check. Way to go. See a step-by-step solution. So there's no need for me to see a step-by-step solution. But if you get it wrong, it says keep it up for 23 more. And you see how it's doing these checks down the bottom? That's what I mean. And so you can go over this and over this. But this is early math. Okay. So let me let you all go. I am going to stop. Thank you so much for coming and joining me today. I look forward to having your little one or your little ones do the math challenge course. And I showed you it goes up to the 8th grade. So if you have anyone from the age that are in grades pre-K to the 8th grade, and you want them to be in the math lab for the month of August. This is the month of August. We already did July where we was walking, steps, counting the steps, counting from 0 to 100, 0 to 1,000. Figure out how many steps it took to go around the block. We already did that part. Now we've upped it. We upped our game, and we're in the course challenge part of our upgrade. No, we're in the course challenge according to our math grade level. Okay? Bye for now.